Hey everyone, my name is T-Mac and this is the second video in my Modern Warfare 3 series. Today I'm going to be playing Team Deathmatch on Resistance. First of all, I'm just going to skip through the first few seconds of this because I just died 3 times in a row and we don't really need to see that. I'll be using the Type 95 today along with Sleight of Hand Pro, Assassin Pro, and Marksman. I'm going to start off by talking a lot about the Type 95. I've noticed it's a pretty popular gun so far. A lot of people use it. Alright, there you go. I'm back on track. A lot more killing now and less dying. So, the Type 95. It's a 3-round burst weapon, 3 bullets per burst, and a slight pause between shots. It's a lot like the FAMAS from previous games if you've played them. It's the better of the burst weapons in this game, I find, as the other one being the M16. That being said, I prefer full auto weapons in general, and there are pros and cons to burst weapons versus full auto, and I'm going to go over the pros and cons right now. First of all, 3-round burst weapons can kill faster than full auto weapons if you have perfect aim. The reason for this is the Type 95 is basically a one-hit kill because it's 3 bullets will kill if you're close enough, and the Type 95 is 3-round burst. So yeah, your first burst is a kill if you're close enough. Your bullets lose damage over distance, so at some point your one burst is not going to kill. I don't know exactly what point that is, but just be aware that at some point you're going to get at least 2 shots to kill. Unless you also get a headshot and connect with all 3 bullets. Now, if you don't kill an enemy on the first burst, either from them being too far away or because you missed your first shot, or even if you missed just 1 or 2 bullets on your first shot, then a full auto weapon will be faster at killing. And the reason for this is because of the pause, or the delay in between bursts. Anytime in between bursts you're not shooting any bullets, so basically pretty much any full auto weapon is going to be able to get off 6 bullets or 9 bullets before the Type 95 or the M16 can get off the same 6 or 9 bullets. So basically the full auto weapons end up doing more damage per second over any interval of time longer than the first burst. This becomes especially important anytime you're trying to kill somebody through a wall or through an object of some kind. Bullet damage is reduced if you shoot through something, so it might take 9 or 10 bullets to kill someone, or possibly even more if you're missing part of the time. So the difference in killing speed becomes even more noticeable in that case. The last difference I notice between burst weapons and full auto weapons is that I find it's a lot easier to conserve ammo when you're using burst weapons. I guess you just end up missing less shots or shooting less extra bullets after making the kill. So it's a lot easier to get away without using scavenger if you're going to use a burst weapon. I also wanted to talk about Marksman in this video. It's an interesting perk in that a lot of times it helps you see enemies you wouldn't normally be able to see. Like just before this I killed a guy and I'm pretty sure I couldn't see him at all when I was playing this match. But I just saw the name pop up, so I shot a little bit below that and ended up with a kill. However, sometimes it backfires. In about 15 seconds you'll see me shooting at another name where I don't see the enemy at all, just the red name popping up, and I end up firing off like 5 or 6 bursts into him and hit nothing as far as I can tell. I've been having a hard time deciding on which 3rd tier perk to use actually. That's the yellow ones. I don't find any of them particularly useful actually, or at least none of them really fit my playstyle. Right here, this is the part I was talking about. I just see a name pop up through the trees, end up shooting at him a few times and not hitting anything. So I'm not really sure what else I would use besides Marksman though. Sit rep and deadly silence are better than nothing, but really only marginally useful. Unless you're playing against someone who uses a specific build or strategy. And then Stalker and Steady Aim I think would be a lot more useful if I was using SMGs or shotguns, but I don't really use them very often. So for the time being I'm rotating between the yellow perks, trying to decide which one I like the best. I think I'm going to try using Stalker with assault rifles next and see how that works out. So I've got the Reaper now, and I'm just deciding whether or not I should call it in now or wait for the helicopter to clear first. I eventually decided to just call it in because we're at 60 kills and the game's almost over. So for those of you who haven't seen it, this is the Reaper. It's basically like shooting off 10 Predator missiles in a row, which is pretty sweet. You can aim by pointing your cursor at the enemies, and the missile follows your cursor around essentially, so you can aim exactly where you want to shoot. Basically what happens is there's like a big red laser that gets projected onto the ground, and the missiles home in on the laser. You can't really see it very well from up here, but the people on the ground can see it clearly, and if they're smart they'll know to get out of the way if the laser's pointing at them. People will usually end up hiding in buildings where you can't hit them, but the Reaper is usually good for a couple of kills at least. I think it's the best of the level 9 Killstreak rewards. I want to do a video montage of all the Killstreak rewards in Modern Warfare 3 at some point, but I don't even have them all unlocked yet, much less recorded, so I don't know how long it's going to be for that. I end up switching to my secondary, the FMG9 machine pistol, to close out the match. It's got a lot of recoil on it, so I wouldn't use it at long range, but up close it's pretty decent. And then I got a quick double kill here to finish the game, and ends up being a pretty nice double kill for the final kill cam. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more videos. See you next time.